Hello friends, and welcome to a pick a card reading for the next 7 days. So I have 4 piles here for you to choose from. Once you've selected your pile, you can go to the description box where I'll have the timestamps for your reading. So I have pile number 1 is the Phoenix, pile number 2 is the Eagle, pile number 3 is the Coins, and pile number 4 is Celebration. So take a minute to maybe pause, pick the pile that you feel most drawn to, or you can pick more than one if that fits, and then click the timestamp, and I'll see you in the next section for your reading.
Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the Phoenix, welcome to your reading for the next 30 days. So, the Phoenix, I love the energy of the Phoenix. The Phoenix is, so this always reminds me of Harry Potter because I am a major Harry Potter fan. So there's a scene in Harry Potter where Harry meets Dumbledore's Phoenix, and Dumbledore says to Harry, "Oh, I'm sorry you had to catch him on a burning day, Harry, because the Phoenix is looking a bit worse for wear. The feathers are all molting. It's looking a hot mess, right? This Phoenix is a hot mess." So, and then he just bursts into flames and is reborn anew as a new baby Phoenix, right? With all its magical powers. And I feel that this is the energy that I get when I get this card. So you may be feeling a hot mess right now, right? You may have let yourself go. You may have hairy legs and not even showered and just looking a bit chaotic as we speak, all right? But that's okay because you're about to be reborn, all right? So this is the kind of energy that is going on here. The Phoenix has been through it and is almost feeling like they cannot take one more thing, and then it's that rock bottom for me, that rock bottom feeling of, okay, there's only up to go from here, right? So it's a bittersweet energy. So while you're in it, it's not great. It's not a great feeling, but it's the beginning of something, right? The beginning of a new you, pile number 1. So let's see where we're going. So the first card that we have is the Career Angel. Okay, so you might be really career focused during the next week or so. Let's see what the clarifier is. Whew. Wow, okay, so we have the Three of Swords. Now the Three of Swords is a very painful energy, all right? It talks about collaboration. Threes talk about, collaboration, more than 2 people sort of thing. So this is a sadness, a betrayal. It's a very emotional energy. It's a painful energy, the Three of Swords. And this looks like it's got something to do with either your career or a group of people that you were collaborating with. But it looks like it's a group situation. So like work colleagues have let you down, or something going on here as it pertains to somebody that you collaborate with on some sort of project. It could be like a group of friends or something like that, but it's a group of people that's caused this sadness, okay? So this is the first energy to come out. So this is probably where you're at now, okay? This is, yeah, I'm getting, this is where you're at now, pile number 1. So I've just dropped cards on the floor, so that's not ideal. Okay, the next one we have is the Angel of Creativity, which is great. So you're going to be getting creative, okay? And perhaps if your work situation has come to an end, or you're having to leave a work situation, you might have to get a little creative in order to generate income, all right? So let's see what's clarifying that. The Fool. Okay, here's that Phoenix energy. The Fool is a new beginning, a fresh start. The Fool is maybe, like, this indicates something that you may not have done before, because the Fool is at the beginning of his journey. He doesn't necessarily know where he's going, but he's taking a leap off this cliff anyway, and he's just hoping that, he's going to land on his feet. So this talks about courage, bravery, not worrying so much about what the outcome may be, or whether you're going to have that secure paycheck in your next job, or if you're going to find your way. But just taking the leap anyway, taking the risk, because it's better than staying in this stagnant energy, right? It's better than staying in the sadness here, right? Making a move. So that makes sense with the Phoenix, definitely. the Phoenix energy overruling the reading. So we have the parking angel. Now the parking angel is about making space for you somewhere. So I think about this space for you somewhere. So this may have been something that you tried before in the past and it didn't work out, or you didn't quite get there. So it might be like a side hustle or creative venture or a business that you wanted to start or something like that. And with the parking angel here, it's like you can make space here now. Now's the time. As you can see here, I'm really drawn to these angel wings here. It's like you've got angels guiding you. Angels are supporting you now at this time. But something had to give here. Something had to end here. There was some sort of cycle here in regards to the people that you were collaborating with that had to end, that had to come to light here, okay? We'll hopefully get some more information. Now for this parking angel, I actually drew 2 clarifiers. So, okay, the first one is the Hanged Man. So yeah, perhaps you had tried this before and it wasn't the right time, all right? You needed to wait, because this is a very pause energy. It's like a waiting energy. And there's new perspective here. So whatever, if it didn't work out for you in the past, it's because it wasn't the right timing and you had to gain a new perspective on the situation. Perhaps you were going to take some of these people with you that you've been collaborating with. Perhaps you were going to take them with you. And now you've realized that maybe their intentions aren't on the same page as you, or not as pure as you once thought here. All right, let's see what the other clarifier for that one was. 2 of Pentacles. So the 2 of Pentacles talks about, you know, it's back and forth between 2 energies. So this could be 2 jobs. So you might have worked a full-time job and had a side hustle on the side, or, you know, it's something that there's, you know, like your energy is being pulled in 2 different directions here, okay? Which is really interesting. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is some sort of project that you're creating here in the next week that you've sort of had on the back burner, that you've worked in and out of, that you haven't been able to put all of your energy into, but like this is an exciting energy. So the 2 of Pentacles is coming out upright, which indicates that you've got this. You're thriving in this environment. You're somebody that can juggle a lot of things. He's quite happily standing on one leg, juggling his pentacles. He's not having any trouble here doing so. If this was to come out reversed, I would say that you would need some help here in this situation, or that one of these pentacles may have to be dropped here. But he's like, look at the look on his face, or her face. Hang on. Yeah, it's definitely a feminine looking face, sorry. But, you know, thriving in this environment, I can do this. I've got this. I've got these pentacles. I can stand on one leg and do it, and you're not pushing me off. So no matter what is being said here or done here in this pain, they're not throwing you off course here. This is like, this is a confident energy that I'm getting here with this parking space. I can make this happen. I know there's a space here for me. I know this is going to work out. This is like when you go to the shops and it's Christmas time and you're like, I know that there's going to be a parking space right out the front. It's a level of confidence, right? It's a level of confidence that you're stepping into here because you've got a new perspective. You're able to see things clearer now. And you may have had to have your world turned upside down to gain this new perspective, but now you have it, pile number 1. And you're like, well, nothing's throwing me off course now. I could do this standing on my head. I could do this on one leg. All right, this is the kind of energy I've got coming through here. Let's see what else we have for you, pile number 1s. So the 3rd house. Okay, interesting, because this is another card of collaboration. Talks about social media. I'm actually getting a gossip vibe from this one, which is really interesting. Okay, so maybe something has been said among your peers or the people that you work with. All right, let me see what's clarifying it. Okay, so we've got the 7 of Swords here in reverse. So the 7 of Swords talks about, you know, somebody a little bit sneaky, a little bit shady, somebody that can't be trusted here. With this energy coming out in reverse, I feel as though, pile number 1, this may be what has been said about you. Somebody that you work with, somebody that you collaborate with, somebody that you... Because this is where this pain's coming from, I think, pile number 1, okay? So this is like, you know, they're saying this about you. This person's shady. This person's strategic. This person can't be trusted. This person is, you know, this is like gossip, rumors, this kind of energy that I'm getting from this, or something being said about you behind your back that has perhaps, you know, been a detriment to your reputation here when working with these people, all right? Or perhaps you are this person, pile number one. This is very possible too. Perhaps you've been working with these people, getting their ideas, to get ahead. This can indicate some sort of strategy that you've been working with these people for a certain amount of time. You've got the information that you need, and now you're able to go out on your own with this creativity, and you're able to put your own things into practice now because you've gained all the knowledge here from these other people, right? Okay, we have Sagittarius energy, okay, coming up this week. So there may be some travel involved this week. You may be traveling, but the Sagittarius energy is very much that take a risk energy. That's the risk-taking energy that we have with the Fool, right? I'm just going to leap. I'm just going to jump. I'm just going to do it. Nothing's holding me back. It can be a little bit of an impulsive energy, Sagittarius energy, but I feel that's what you're being called to do this week. Take action. No more sitting back. You've gained all the experience that you needed to gain here. And it's time to go. It's time to make a move. Let's see what's clarifying that one. The Eight of Wands, okay, which is interesting because this is another travel card, okay? So you might be, now that you've left a situation, could be that you've left your workplace or that, working with these people, now that you're no longer working with them, that may have freed up your time here, pile number one, that you can take a trip, that you can plan a trip here. So you might be planning a trip over the next 7 days, right? But this is very fast moving energy. So it's like whatever you've dropped here, whatever has worn you down with this Phoenix, now that you're being reborn, you've got all this intense energy, right? Because the Eight of Wands is a rapid moving energy. So it's wands flying through the air at great speed, as you can see here. And he's got his eyes set on his target and he's going for it. He's aiming for it. And he's not just shooting one arrow, he's putting all his arrows in that direction, okay? And I feel like this is the kind of energy of this week. This is an intense, insane energy. You are going to be flying by the seat of your pants over the next 7 days, right? But it's a positive energy here. Let's see what else we have. The Sun. So this is like another intense energy, right? If you think of the sun burning and the energy that the sun emits, I'm also seeing sunburn, okay? I just saw an image of sunburn, so just be careful if you do go out over the next week and you're doing all the things and you're getting out in the sun, that you do not get sunburned, because I feel like that is a warning for some of you. I literally just felt the heat on my skin and it was almost like the slapping of sunburn, so be careful. Please make sure to slip, slop, slap, okay, if you're going outside. That was really interesting. But I feel like the energy is of the sun is such an intense energy, right? It's like fire burning energy, and I feel this is what's coming inside of you, right? And it's exploding here with the fireworks. Congratulations, you've made it. Now, well, you may not have made it to the end here yet, pile number one, but you certainly have your vision in mind, right? If you think of, he may be aiming for the sun, all right? Like this. He's got his vision in sight and he's aiming for it, right? That's amazing. Wow, clarifying that, I didn't see that one coming. Okay, clarifying that, we have the Two of Cups. So this is about partnership. This is about, which is interesting because you've had this loss here. There's people around you that you cannot trust with this Three of Swords energy, right? So I feel like now you've got clarity here in the next week or so. You know who are the relationships that you can trust. There is people here that have your back, that are soulmates, that are with you 100%. As you can see, these two people are sharing their energy with each other, and it's equal give and take here. They are supporting each other. There's a certain level of intimacy here within the way that they are looking at each other. And here we've got fireworks, right? So this could be a love partnership that is coming in over the next week for some of you, but in general, it just talks about having those people around you that do support you, that do love you, that are there for you 100%, okay? And even though you've got some snakes in the grass, I feel like it's very clear now, become very clear who these people are, who cannot be trusted, and that is allowing room for new connections, new people. So I feel like even though you may have been scorched or scorned a little bit here in regards to your relationships, you're still going to be putting yourself out there, because you are now releasing these people and you're drawing with the energy of the sun these new trusting, engaging relationships into your life. Okay, I've just picked up the cards that I dropped on the floor. All right. So the first one, that this is about just details, all right, that may come up over the next 7 days. So we have the Rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Wow, I feel like this is already apparent who this person is. I feel like this has already come to light. You already know who this person is with the, because it's like you've had that, with that pain coming out here, I feel like this person's already been shown to you. So I don't feel like there's another person coming out. I feel like there is a potential for, over this week, this person to become quite arrogant or boastful, as this says, and perhaps just withdrawing your energy from this person is the right thing to do. Okay, don't engage. Bird perched, waiting for news, a package, or a letter. This is interesting. So when I see birds, I think of gossip. They remind me of gossip, and we literally have 2 birds here. And I did mention gossip before, right? So this is like, because I think like chirp, 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 like birds chirping. So I feel like this is the news and information that's come to you, right? You've got some information now about what has happened, or perhaps you may be receiving some sort of information here from this person who is coming in. So you might hear from a friend from a long time ago, or you may, you know, somebody's reaching out or sending love to you at this time. Okay. Broken wishbone, your wish will not be granted. Yeah, so I feel like there was some sort of plan here in the past. This is this collaborative effort here that was going on previously, pile number 1, and it hasn't worked out the way that you had expected. Perhaps you had hoped that, you know, some sort of project was going to reach fruition with the team that you had in place, or friendships that you had in place, or people that you trusted, and you're now realizing that there needs to be a change in plan here. With this, because I'm being drawn back to this Fool energy. Now the Fool, he has his dog with him, but otherwise he's taking a risk. He's not got a team of people behind him. He's doing it on his own. He's venturing out on his own. He doesn't need the support of people around him. And I feel like this is the kind of energy that's surrounding this reading. It's sort of, you know, you're doing something on your own, but then with this 2 of Cups, you also do have a partner that's coming in to support you, to help you along your journey, right? But it's like you're taking the first leap by yourself. The broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Yeah, I feel like this is, again, that broken wish. The plans did not go to plan, or things didn't work out as they were supposed to. Spiritual guidance and protection from harm, which is interesting because this is back to this parking angel with the angel wings coming in. You are protected. You are being redirected. It's a redirection. Sometimes, you know, and I've seen a huge theme of this lately, where we feel like things are going to go a certain way and we can make all the plans, but, you know, sometimes the universe has something better for us, has different ideas, and they turn our plans on their head and sort of cause chaos and disruption, because that's not how it was supposed to be. You were not supposed to be in a team with these people. You were supposed to create something better, right? Persevere and you will overcome your problems. Yeah. And I feel like you don't even need to be told to persevere, because with Sagittarius energy and the 8 of Wands here, that's exactly what you're doing. All right. You are laser focused over the next 7 days. All right. Which is great. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of action that needs to take place on your part. It's not just sitting and waiting for things to happen. It's action. This is going to be, like I said, fly by the seat of your pants energy. There's a lot of action that you are ready to take, and you will be taking over the next 7 days to make things work, right? You're going to be a great person to be around, because you're going to be so focused. Like, I feel like when my friends are in that energy, I'm like, I really just want to be around this person and just receive some of that inspired energy, because it's just beautiful to be around. So you might find that you do attract a lot of people over the next 7 days. Pile number 1, financial gain, usually coming from something that you did in the past. Okay, interesting. So I feel like for some of you, this is maybe not financial, but it could be like this relationship this relationship might be one from the past, or someone you haven't spoken to in a while, or people coming in that you've met in the past to help here in this situation. And I feel for some of you who have left a work situation, if this is actually your career situation, this past situation is going to help you with the future situation. You might have holiday pay or something like that that might create a financial gain. But I feel like this card is more about you've gained so much wisdom from these people that you've been working with, and this may have been your strategy all along. Perhaps you are this person that's strategizing here to get ahead. You've learned so much from these people that now it's time to put that into practice, all right? You're going to gain financially from whatever it is you have learnt from this previous employer, previous group of friends, previous people that you've been working on a project with. Okay, pile number 1. The sunrise, that's double sun energy here. So that's intense energy, right? This is like, you know, that vibrant, like you think of the energy that you get from the sun. You like feel crappy all winter and then this bit of sun comes out and you're like bouncing off the walls, right? This is the kind of energy, right? I'm literally hearing whistling. This might be relevant to somebody. I'm hearing like whistling in my head. Now, if you're in the energy where you're feeling the need to whistle, you're in pretty good energy, right? Whenever I think of people that whistle, I feel like they're in their bliss state. They're absolutely in their bliss state. Okay, I feel like this is where it's going. The new creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. Exactly, starting something new. The same as the full energy with that new beginnings, and the phoenix energy with the rising from the ashes to create something magical, to create something new. And, okay, then the final card, how fitting, target, a goal-orientated person. This is you, right? This is absolutely you over the next 7 days. Where is that 8 of Wands? Here it is, right? He's aiming, shoots, scores, and he hits it right on target. Beautiful energy. I love how they sort of blend in together. That's beautiful. So you are aiming for your target and you are going to hit your target, right? You may not have received all the rewards this week, but you are definitely shooting and firing in the direction of your dreams. So well done. That is a great reading. Thank you so much, pile number 1, and I'll see you soon. Bye. So pile number 2, if you chose the eagle, this is your reading for the next 7 days. Now, there's a lot to an eagle, all right? It's a very complex creature. There's a lot of sort of facets to this animal. Now, what I think of when I see an eagle has the ability to rise above a situation. They go higher, right? And because they can rise above a situation, they're able to have a different perspective. So an eagle can see things from up there that the rest of us perhaps cannot see, right? So this is interesting to be coming out as your energy. Another thing about eagles is that they don't necessarily go in for an attack. They sort of float up, and they're very strategic, right? In the moves that they make. They wait for the right opportunity to strike. They wait, and they sort of, you know, can view their prey from up there because they can see things that we cannot see, or the rest of us cannot see, which means that they sort of wait for the right opportunity to fly in here, right? So that's really interesting energy. I have no idea where we're going with this. I should have done songs. That usually helps me a little bit, right? But it's okay. We'll just keep going. We'll see what's coming out. So the first card that I have for you is the Angel of White Light, okay? So as you can see, the Angel of White Light comes in to bring light in a situation, all right, to help, because things are a little bit colorless or a little bit drab or a little bit gray. As you can see, this woman in front here, so she's not particularly thriving in this image, all right? She's sort of consumed by her own darkness here. Let me see what is clarifying this, just so I don't go off on one and then have to loop back around. Wow, okay. So we have the Queen of Swords in reverse, clarifying this energy. So the Queen of Swords is about truth, clarity. She deals in facts. She deals in truth. She deals in honesty. She will not entertain people who become emotional in a situation here or want to manipulate with emotions. This is interesting. I'm channeling now all this information coming through. In reverse here, the Queen of Swords can be quite brutal, quite harsh. She has a sharp tongue. In particular, the way that she communicates can be quite hurtful or damaging to a person. So perhaps you are not necessarily in your light right now, pile number 2, if you chose pile number 2, or you're not going to be over the next week. Somebody might pull you out of your white light, out of your energy. Just, you know, if somebody's coming at you aggressively, that doesn't necessarily mean you have to meet them there, pile number 2. This is interesting. Let me see where this is going. Okay, so this, the angel of relationships, and as you can see, there's some sort of argument here. This woman's got her hands over her ears. She's not listening. There's some sort of communication breakdown happening here for you, pile number 2. So with the initial energy to come out, I feel like there's a potential this has already happened, or this is like current energy. All right, so over the next 7 days, we're hoping to have a resolution here. Let's see what's clarifying this angel of relationships here. Okay, so 2 of Swords here, right, in reverse. Now this is, this would indicate to me that the 2 of Swords is about, like, she's blindfolded, she's choosing not to see. She can easily, she's got 2 swords in her hand. She can easily cut off this blindfold. She's not, like, her hands are not bound. She's choosing to not see something here, right? This coming out in reverse, this indicates to me that nobody wants to make any decisions here. Nobody wants to see the other person's perspective, all right? So this indicates some sort of argument. It seems like there's, you know, and this is quite clarifying this with her hands over her ears. I'm not listening. I'm choosing not to listen to your perspective, to your point of view here. So this looks like a bit of a mess, okay, at the moment. All right, let's see where we're going. Angel of Clairvoyance, which is this eagle energy coming in here. Okay, clairvoyance is about seeing things clearly. So I feel like this is what's happening for you over the next 7 days. You're gaining a new perspective on a situation here with the eagle. Like I said earlier, the eagle has a different view of things, can see things that other people can't see. All right, clarifying that energy of angel of clairvoyance, we have the 4 of Wands in reverse. Are we going to get any uprights in this spread? All right, so the 4 of Wands in reverse is like stability, celebration. It's, you know, reaching, you know, a next level of commitment in our, you know, it's feeling really stable in a situation. This coming out in reverse, so this is what you can see. This is instability. So you can see the cracks in some sort of foundation here, because this reminds me of, with the 4 posts, it reminds me of like the home, like it reminds me of somewhere that, or a situation that would otherwise seem stable, but you can see through it. You see the cracks, you see the instability here. This is what's happened here, okay? And this could very well, I'm seeing a house now, so I feel for some of you that this is a situation that's happened within the home, okay? Right. Scorpio. So Scorpio is secretive, mysterious energy, all right? So somebody may not have been completely upfront and honest here, and that's not cool with the Queen of Swords, which is your energies coming out of, because you deal with facts, logic, information, and if people are withholding information, that's not cool for you, all right? So we've got some snakes here. We've got some snakes in our midst, all right? So there might be some sort of lies, sneakiness, manipulation, half-truths going on. The Scorpio doesn't necessarily lie, but they don't necessarily give all of the information, or they withhold information for their own benefit, kind of thing, you know? So perhaps this could be about a relationship. You know, somebody's acting like, oh, you know, we are gonna live happily ever after, everything's cool, everything's sweet here in a situation, and you're like, no, it isn't. I know that that's not the truth. I know you're not really telling me what's going on within this relationship or home environment or something like that. Okay, clarifying that, we have the 8 of Pentacles, which is interesting. So this talks about work. It talks about, you know, enjoying your work, enjoying what you're doing, all right? So perhaps there's been some sort of lies or information withheld. This could be lies within the workplace, lies, so it could actually mean work, or this could be like, so this 8 of Pentacles enjoys what he does, right? So somebody's telling you, oh, you know, we're working on our relationship and things are going really well, and perhaps there's been some sort of relationship breakdown in the past, and you're trying to work out if everything's cool within the relationship, and they're like, oh yeah, we're working on it and everything's progressing forward, and you're like, no, it isn't. I can tell that's not true. Nobody's happy doing what they're doing. That's not true, okay? So that's what I'm getting from this, okay? Really interesting. But it's like, they're acting like everything's cool, or they're busying themselves with work and aren't able to face the situation. Could be somebody is just working more, throwing themselves into their work and what they love to do, but it is avoiding, you know, a situation that's going on within the home or within a relationship here with the instability there. And so you can see through it, pile number 2. You see what's going on here. So they might be acting fine, but they're not fine. Okay. Mars. Mars is a very intense energy. It's an action-orientated energy. I'm really drawn to these boxing gloves here, so I feel like that's really interesting, because I don't feel, it feels like, it doesn't feel like an aggressive, it's competitiveness. This feels like competition. Somebody's seeing you as like you're sparring a few rounds, or they're competing with you for something here. Let me see what's clarifying that. Yeah, the star energy. So the star, if you think of the star of the show, this is somebody you look up to, like could be like celebrity status or something like that. Now the star can indicate other things, can indicate healing and things like this. But I feel like in this situation, it is somebody competing with you for the limelight or attention of some sort here. Really interesting. So it might be somebody secretly throwing digs or trying to bring you down because of jealousy here. Because Mars talks about like competition and all that sort of stuff, but it also talks about like desire and, you know, so like they desire something about you, or they desire you, or perhaps you have two people fighting over you, right? But I'm seeing like a competitive, like almost like two people in a ring fighting over, but it's more competitive than it is aggressive, if that makes sense. Fighting for the right title here. Somebody wants, perhaps you have a sort of status or title in a situation and somebody wants to take that title from you, or it's like bickering and competitiveness rather than straight out aggression. Okay. The 11th house here, which talks about community. Okay. Interesting. Let's see what's clarifying that. 4 of Pentacles. Okay, this is really interesting here too, right? So this talks about groups of people. So there's something that needs to be held back here. So the 4 of Pentacles, she's holding her cards close to her chest, or her pentacles close to her chest here. This is a guarded situation. I feel like you need to be very careful about what you say when you're around community groups or groups of people that may be involved in this situation, pile number 2. I would be, yeah, so if you do have something to say, which obviously you do because you are the Queen of Swords in reverse, who is very loose with her tongue and will say some horrible, awful things, be careful who you say them to, all right? Perhaps you could just take some time out to yourself and, you know, write all the things down that you are thinking, or the verbal diarrhea that wants to come out of your mouth. Write it down and like burn it, release it, give it to God, give it to the universe. Do not say it, because I feel like this is a warning for you to hold back, right? Do not put this person on blast. Do not put them on a public platform, take to social media, this sort of thing, okay? Because this is just going to create more drama in this situation. Let's see this. I've got some tea leaf cards for some clarification here. So unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Yeah, I feel like if you go off on one, if you go off on a tangent, if you attack somebody here, this is not going to work out the way that you hoped. Like, don't do anything out of anger here. Hold back. This is definitely an energy of holding back, right? You might think all the things, doesn't necessarily mean you have to say them here, pile number 2. A younger man, dealings or relationship with a younger man. Okay, so this might be somebody who's involved in a situation. You might be fighting over a younger man. This could be a thing too, or a younger man involved. Position of authority. Yeah, so this could be involving your boss, okay, because we do have this work card here, which indicates a work environment, or somebody feels like you are taking on a dominant role or trying to dominate them, or somebody's being authoritative or bossy in a situation here. And I feel like with that Queen of Swords energy in reverse, pile number 2, this could potentially be you. Somebody feels like you're abusing your authority over them, especially with this younger man energy, right? So this could be like a child or somebody younger, or an employee, or somebody, it almost feels like a boss employee relationship, or, you know, somebody's up here and somebody's down there, or there's a certain level of responsibility or rank dividing the two of you. Or perhaps somebody feels as though you're treating them like a child, okay? Disappointment in some affair, all right? So we've got the scissors here, which indicates the severing of a relationship, okay? Well, when I think of this, this reminds me of cutting cords, right? So if this person is draining your energy, if it, like cutting cords from this person, energetic cords, don't involve yourself in the situation. You need to cut those energetic cords so that they're not draining your energy and you're not meddling in theirs, okay? Seahorse, family matters, which is interesting because I don't know if I said that, but I was thinking with this younger person, this might be like a son or, you know, somebody within the family. All right, so this could be, and with that card here as well of the Four of Wands in reverse, where I was talking about the home, stability within the home. So this could be a young person within the home, a young man within the home, or, you know, somebody within the home that's disrupting the family environment here with secrecy, not coming forth with all sorts of information. There's things that are being kept away here. A reconciliation. Okay, so this is what, yeah, so I feel like this is like, hold back your energy here, because I feel like this is not somebody you want to completely part ways with here. Pile number 2. Okay, you might feel that now with the Queen of Swords energy, with your sharp tongue and some things that you want to get off your chest and that you want to say. But with this reconciliation energy here, I feel like there's the potential for this to be healed, to be mended, that the two of you can come back together here. All right. Excitement. Okay, so when we do have this combative energy, this competitive energy, we don't want excitement. This is somebody losing their shit, somebody popping off, you know, a climax, right, to this energy. All right, so this is what we're trying to avoid here. Okay, I just saw firework. Okay, that's interesting. So there may be some sort of event involving fireworks as well for some of you, that this might go off, like this might be centered around, like there might be fireworks. Okay, I'm seeing like literal fireworks from like a carnival or something like that. All right, a short journey. Okay, this is interesting. So perhaps this is indicated, because there's no sort of travel involved here in the rest of the cards here. So this would indicate to me that just taking some space away from this person, distancing yourself. You don't need to go far, but just creating some space until you can, you know, look at this situation with a level head. And this will give you the perspective of the eagle, right? Sometimes he's a solo creature. He separates himself, right? He flies up there and he can gain a new perspective of the situation. Okay, and it's interesting that before I said about waiting for his opportunity to strike, because this could very well be your energy. You might be feeling like you're waiting for the right opportunity to cut this person, you know, with your Queen of Swords sword. All right. Okay, so we have the 4-leaf clover, which is about luck, good fortune, okay, as well. And then marriage. Okay, so this is about a commitment with this person. So this could be a lover. This could be, you know, I feel as though this is, if you can just bide your time, hold your tongue over the next week. Don't pop off. Don't lose it. Just try and come from a place of love. And I feel there's healing coming in this relationship. This is really interesting. Is there anything else? I feel like I want more. This is really interesting. So I've got here a broken ring, which is interesting because I have marriage and then I have the broken ring, which is the ring, then the broken ring. So this might be leading to a divorce. This might have something to do with a divorce or a severing of a relationship, somebody who you were previously committed to. But there's news on the way. There's more information coming. And I feel with clairvoyance here, this is like there's new insight coming, something that you can see with clairvoyance. So clairvoyance is the gift of being able, of psychic sight, right? So you might be able to see something, but you might not necessarily have proof of something. It might just be something that you feel is happening or an inkling here. You can see the cracks, you can see the instability, but that's not necessarily enough to go on pile number 2, is what I want to say. Like, you might be making accusations, making all these like ideas in your mind about what's really going on, but I would wait until you have more clarity on the situation, because this indicates you have news on the way. There's more information that's coming through here. that hasn't, it's like leading into something, I would wait, because Mars energy, very impulsive. This person might be sneaky, manipulative, and all those things, but unless you have proof of this, I wouldn't be accusing. I feel like there's a potential for something to pop off here, and it feels like this can be avoided. This is not a necessary argument or situation here. I would wait for more information before losing it completely, okay? Thank you, pile number 2. I'll have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Okay, pile number 3s. Okay, so if you chose the coins, I love this image. Like, look at these coins just raining down, right? On you this week, right? Why would you not have chose pile number 3? I feel like everybody chose pile number 3. I would have chose pile number 3 if I went purely based on the image alone, although I do use energy and intuition if I do pick a pile. But look at this. This is abundance. This is like showering of income, abundance. All right, this is great. I love this. I love this for you, pile number 3. I feel like lots of people chose pile number 3. Okay, let's see where we're going. So the Angel of Patience is the first one that we had. So whatever's happening this week, you've been waiting a long time for, pile number 3s, right? In the next 7 days, I feel like something is, I'm hearing fortune. I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like there's a wheel about to turn. I wouldn't be surprised if one of these cards contains the Wheel of Fortune. So this is like fate stepping in to shake things up a little bit. So this is exciting energy. I'm feeling a very intense, passionate energy. All right, let's keep going. So clarifying the patience, we have the Two of Wands in reverse. Now the Two of Wands is about, this stage when you get to wanting more out of life, and you're like, okay, I need to create a path, I need to create a strategy in where I'm going to get to, okay? And so this is coming out in reverse here. This is like things not going to plan, right? Not having a clear plan in sight. Perhaps you needed to go back to the drawing board. You've had to wait, right? So you can't take off on this journey yet. Something's been put in your way, some sort of obstacle here, meaning that it's hard for you to create a plan at this time because of current circumstances. This could have to do with money as well, because you do have the coins there. So perhaps lack of finances or lack of funds is, preventing you from being able to map out those next steps of your journey. So this is an energy of feeling unsure. It's a lack of clarity. So just waiting. It's a stagnant energy. Okay, and with the Patience card there, I'm not friends with that card. It comes out when I've been waiting a really long time for something, okay? So I've put a lot of energy into something and I'm stagnant, I'm stuck, nothing's moving forward. So after that, we have the Angel of Claircognizance, okay? So claircognizance is psychic knowing. So this is knowing something to be true without necessarily having any evidence here. So let me have a look at what does pile 3 know this week. The Knight of Cups. Woo. So the Knight of Cups this is an offer of love, okay? He's coming charging in with his cup of love. So perhaps you are waiting on a person here, a love offer, or you're waiting for somebody to offer you their cup. Perhaps you've been waiting for this person for a long time and they're coming in. You know that they're coming in because this is about claircognizance, right? You know that this person has feelings for you. This could definitely be a divine opportunity as well here. So it could be like, a passionate new beginning here, because he offers love, but this could be universal love, or it could be love of a person, okay, coming in as well, okay? It's like you knew that this person was coming, and perhaps they are over the next 7 days. Let's see where we're going. Okay, Angel of Clairvoyance. So not only do you know, but you also see. Perhaps you've had visions. Perhaps you've seen this in your dreams, or this is about clear seeing. So seeing something clairvoyantly, right? So having clear vision. All right, let me see. So you've got a clear vision of your future with this person. So I feel like this is a love reading for many of you, okay? So this is your 10 of Cups. This is your happily ever after. This is your family, your person, your fairy tale, your, house with the dog and the babies and everything. All right, this is what we're all striving for in regards to our relationship. So you can clearly see that with this person. Okay, what else is coming in here? Mercury. So Mercury talks about communication. All right, so you're gaining some sort of communication in regards to this over the next 7 days. Pile number 3. Clarifying that, we have the Knight of Wands. This is passion, this is desire, right? So this knight is not only offering love, but he's offering romance, passion, desire, okay? Which is, or potentially you could have 2 knights coming in here. This could be 2 different knights, but I feel like you're getting communication that this person wants you, this person desires you, this is for you, all right? This is exciting. Okay, we have Virgo energy. So this person coming in may be a Virgo, all right? Doesn't have to be. So when I think of Virgo, I think of perfection, right? I feel like the Virgos that I know, they're so meticulous and they do everything. They can be perfectionists and they do things well. And if I was to hire an employee, I would definitely hire a Virgo because they go over the fine details, all right, of everything here. So let's see. The King of Cups. Oh my goodness. So you've got the love offer, and then this is the King of Cups. This is somebody offering you the complete emotional fulfillment and stability here. This is somebody who's not afraid to be vulnerable, all right? This is really interesting because Virgo energy can talk about like somebody who is quite withdrawn and focuses on work. They're very busy, right? Just getting everything perfect and getting everything. So you may have been waiting for this. And now this person's coming forward with love and support here, compassion. I love that for you. Well, this is completely different to the other readings that I've done so far. Pile number 3, this is like a whole different energy, okay? So the next card that we have is Venus, which talks about love, romance, connection here, beauty, harmony, desire. And then the Page of Wands, which is the messenger, right? We think of the pages as the messengers of the tarot. So the wands talk about passion, desire, creativity, that spark, that romance, that sexuality, all right? So this is somebody's coming through to express their love to you, pile number 3. This is crazy. You've been waiting on this person a long time. Why do we have the coins here? Why are the coins here? That's what I'm wondering. Where do the coins come into play here? If this is not a person, this can talk about some sort of creative opportunity here. If this is not a person, but I feel like for most of you, this is a person, this is love, this is, you know, crazy. Let's have a look. So at the details, we have nest. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. And that's exactly what the King of Cups brings. That emotional security, that strength, okay, in love. If there's no emotional immaturity there with the King of Cups, he wears his heart on his sleeve, right? So, and the Knight of Cups wears his heart on his sleeve. So he's coming forth. He's not worrying about what anyone else thinks about this connection. He's coming. Celebration, fun, enjoyment. Yeah, I would say so. I would say you have a reason to celebrate here. I also feel like finances are improving for you over the next 7 days too, pile number 3. All right, with those coins there. It's almost like, this is reminding me of, I can't remember what the movie is, but it has like Adam Sandler in it. And he's like telling a story and it starts raining gumballs. That is like what this energy feels like. It feels like raining gumballs. Like you never thought that this was going to happen. That it was going to be this good. That it's like it was in your wildest dreams or fantasies here. That the two of you would come together and now it's raining gumballs. It's actually happened and you're like, what is happening? Oh, okay. So we have the claw. Be careful not to take risks. Okay. Interesting. So be careful not to do anything to jeopardize this relationship is what I'm getting, or this connection. Why would you? Why would you? If you've been waiting this long, why would you jeopardize it now? Let's see. Oh, okay. So we have dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. So this could be you. This could be the person that you're waiting for. This could be your Knight of Cups. Doesn't have to be a male energy. All right. Or this could be a third party situation. Somebody else on the outside here that would not be happy about this connection. Let's see. Well, this reading certainly took a turn, didn't it? Okay, so we have lightning, okay? Control your anger or you will be sorry. I feel like this is related to this woman, right? There's a woman here. There's somebody else involved here in this connection that's like, this has come by surprise, okay? An older woman. Dealings or relationship with an older woman. Interesting. So this woman may be older than you. This could be like their mother, right? Somebody's mother involved here over the next 7 days. This could be completely unrelated to this connection. This could be just something else that you need to watch out for over the next 7 days. A older woman with dark hair or complexion. So successful outcome to your problems. Okay, so I feel like it's going to be fine. All right, but there's some sort of upset here over the next 7 days coming with a woman. The mule, someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Interesting. I wonder if that's this woman. It doesn't seem to be this person that's coming in and offer you, because they're the King of Cups. They're completely emotionally secure here. I don't see any lies or secrecy that this would be untrue. This seems to be like a third party situation. The ram, all right, which makes me think Capricorn energy, so there may be a Capricorn involved here. A stubborn, aggressive person. Now, interestingly enough, I do see, like, with the Knight of Wands, communication from the Knight of Wands, this is passionate communication and can be quite aggressive as well. But I don't feel like the vibe is from this person, like you love this person. I feel this is someone else. Someone else not happy about this. Somebody's coming to, like, confess their undying love for you. Pile number 3, or really come to the table or want to work things out or commit to you. And there's an outsider that's not happy about it. I'm scared to draw any more of these because it was so lovely before I started on the tea leaf ones. The camel. Persevere and you will overcome the problems. Okay. The desk. Pay attention to your work. All right. Interesting. So there's some sort of work project that needs some more attention here. And I feel like this is where the money might be coming in here as well. You might have an increase in finances. Candle. You will be shown the way. Interesting. This is really interesting. This is like taking a turn, all right? So you have like all the blessings, all the love. I would just focus on that pile number 3. If there's an outside interference or an outsider that's coming in to ruffle a few feathers or is coming in quite aggressively, I would just shake that off, because you've got so much love, connection. You've got your happily ever after coming in. You've got your commitment, your family, your, the dream here, coming with an offer of love, of passion, and something you've been waiting for a long time. Perhaps this is a person that you're already in a relationship with, and they've become withdrawn from you, or, something like that. And then they've all of a sudden, come to you with communication. I love you. I want to be with you. You're my person. And somebody's like, no, I don't like that. It doesn't, I don't know what's happening. Let me know if this resonates, and I'll see you in the next one. Good luck with this, pile number 3. Bye. Okay, pile number 4. If you chose the celebrations card, this is your reading. I want to sing, but I wasn't going to sing today. Celebrate good times. Come on. We're going to celebrate and have a good time. You're celebrating, pile number 4. You're celebrating over the next 7 days. There's some sort of celebration. For a job well done, or a party, a get-together. I'm not even sure where we're going with this. Let's have a look at the other cards. Okay, but celebration's great. It's great energy, right? I hope so. All right, so the Angel of Truth is the first card to come out for you. So you're gaining clarity and truth in a situation, or you may have just, because this is the first energy to come out, sometimes that means that, you know, you've already gained some insight here in a situation. All right, so let's see if it's clarifying that. Well, that's not helpful. Spirit, that is not helpful. We have the Ace of Swords, which is the same energy. It's the same meaning. So you're gaining truth. And the clarifier for that is gaining truth, gaining perspective, information, having an epiphany, something that's changed the way that you think, all right, about things, which that's spirit coming through saying, I said what I said, all right? Just a truth. There's just going to be a truth, okay? They don't want to give us any more clarity than that, and that's probably because it's going to be different for all of you, the information that's coming through pile 4. Okay, we have the Angel of Romance here. So some love connections may be heating up over the next 7 days. Let's see if it's clarifying it. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the Four of Pentacles is about, as you can see, the woman in this card is holding things close to her chest. She's holding her pentacles close to her chest. It's a very guarded energy, right? Holding on to things too tightly here. Now, this is coming in the reverse. So this would indicate to me that perhaps somebody in love that's been holding back from you is now melting, you know, the barrier in a sense. Like, you know, somebody is coming closer to you, drawing closer to you, allowing you in here. Okay, well, this could be your energy. Perhaps you have had, you know, kept people at bay a little bit, not wanting to let them in too close. Pile number 4, and you're melting a little bit here. I'm literally seeing images of ice melting here, okay, which is great. Great energy. Angel of good news. All right, perhaps this is what we're celebrating, pile number 4. All right, celebrating some good news, perhaps. What is the good news here? Oh, okay. So we have the Two of Swords coming out here. Now, the Two of Swords is about having to make a decision about something, right? So there's a choice that needs to be made, but you're not making the choice. You're blindfolded. You're refusing to look at the options, or it's difficult to make a decision because neither option seems like the better option, or it's difficult for a decision to be made, right? So this is interesting energy because this is almost like the good news is that you can't choose. Perhaps the good news is that you have been unable to make a decision on a situation, but the decision has now been made for you. Perhaps that could be the good news, that you've been stagnant, waiting on making a decision, and now you don't have to make the decision because something else has shifted and changed. Some sort of information or clarity has come through which has made the decision for you. That could be a thing. It's very confusing energy, and it's a confusing card, right? This is confusion, right? The good news is confusion, and I'm confused by that. So you might know how that fits for you, pile number 4. Okay, conjunction, which talks about empowerment, all right, taking charge here. This is like collaborating, joining forces together, this sort of thing. It's somebody, you know, it's something that strengthens you, all right? So this is great energy, okay? So whatever this information is that's come through that may have caused more confusion, it's given you, it's empowered you right here. So let me see. And then clarifying that, you have the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is a very fast-moving, fast-paced energy. This is the knight that you want on your team. This is the one that goes charging in, right? This is like fast-moving energy here. It can be a little impulsive, but, you know, this is determination. You're like a whole new energy coming in here. Okay, this is like fully empowered, charging ahead. Yes, it's go time over the next 7 days. This is great. And you're celebrating as well because you've got, right? And this is the speed here indicated here with the pop of the cork. It's like things are about to speed up here over the next 7 days. Okay, we have Capricorn energy, and this card says the boss. And Capricorn is very much, you know, about dedication to work. It can be like an authoritative role or something like that, all right? So this may be a boss that's involved here in regards to your work, or it might be a work situation, or you may be becoming a boss. You may be starting, you know, deciding to become an entrepreneur or your own boss here. Like, I can do this. I'm empowered to become the boss or the director of my own destiny here over the next 7 days. Clarifying that, we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups talks about options here. Look at all these cups, and they've all got their own little treasures inside. So this is like choices, decisions, right? And again, with that decision confusion card, it's almost like whatever this information is that's come forth, it's released to you, and now you have new opportunity to do new things. I am getting very entrepreneur vibes with this Capricorn energy and this Seven of Cups energy, because this is like having your like dual streams of income, or you know, creating work potential in different areas, or you know, it's almost like you might have all these ideas about what you want to do and you're racing towards them now with this Knight of Swords energy. So whatever this information is that's come forth, it's allowed you to now pursue new things in lots of different areas. It's not like you're aiming your energy in the one area here. You're sort of spreading it out. Multiple projects here. Okay, that's really interesting. Okay, there's a challenge here, right? So we have the square, which creates a challenging energy. So something's blocking, something's creating a struggle, a challenge, this sort of thing. Okay, let's see. Something that like puts pressure on the situation or causes frustrations here, okay? Clarifying that, we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Now this talks about, well, this talks about long-term stability, okay? This is coming out in reverse. So perhaps you don't have the money. So perhaps you want to do all these things and become an entrepreneur, and you're empowered now to do it with this Knight of Swords energy and go charging ahead. But perhaps you don't have the finances yet to back you. This is the struggle here, okay? But you're celebrating anyway. You're celebrating whatever this clarity is, whatever this information that's come through. Perhaps you've been fired, right? But you're celebrating because, or, you know, like a decision's been made for you, and now there's more possibility. This creates possibility, right? But it feels like if you have been fired, or you've had to leave a work situation or whatever, or something that's stable, now you have that instability. But it doesn't even matter, because the whole energy of this reading is about celebrating the future, what's to come. I'm excited for the future, and I'm racing ahead this week. Awesome. I love this for you. Okay, good luck. Yeah, okay. So these are like the details. I've got my tea leaf cards for the little details of the situation, right, that may come up over the next week. So good luck. So luck is on your side, all right? So it doesn't really matter what you do. Perhaps you've had... no, because you've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse here. It almost feels like a lucky win, or a lucky opportunity, or a lucky turn of events here that has, you know... It may not have seemed it, but it's definitely worked out in your favour here, Capricorn. Why am I saying Capricorn? Perhaps you are a Capricorn. I do have the Capricorn card there. That's interesting. Pile number 4 is what I meant to say. Getting together with friends. Okay, so this could be like an actual celebration that you're attending. Okay, this could be a wedding, could be a birthday party, you know, over the next week or something like that. That's why the celebration card may be there. Broken ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. Yeah, I really feel like this is a very business related. Oh, we do have the romance card there as well. So, but something, it's releasing something. A relationship could be with a boss, you know, business partner, or a lover. But it's creating more opportunities for you. Now you can focus your energy on all the things that you want to create, all the things that you want to take charge of in your life. March is coming out as significant, so this could involve somebody who has a March birthday, or there may be something else that's coming through in March. Let me see what else we've got here. Trouble and accusations. So we have the frying pan. Now this is like where, you know, temperature is rising here, creating pressure in a situation, which is a very similar energy to this squared energy, all right? So it's like some sort of trouble here in regards to finances and long-term stability. Perhaps you just didn't see the position that you were in as being secure long-term here, or you weren't sure, and that was creating confusion. And now you've gained the clarity that, yes, you were right, this does not give you long-term stability. So, you know, it's time to part ways here with this parting of the ways, okay? Bird perched, waiting for exciting... Well, I don't know why I said exciting news then. That was interesting. I just made up a word to go in there, but waiting for news, package, or letter. Okay, so waiting for more information here. So there's more information to come through. This might help you to make a decision. But yeah, again, these two first cards are about truth and clarity. So this is the information. Does that make sense? You've got lots of information coming through, lots of clarity. Cobwebs, protected from negative forces beyond your control. Yes, there's some sort of trouble, accusations, there's a challenge here, but you are protected, so it doesn't even matter. Or it kind of feels to me like the energy is like, whatever has happened here is protecting you for something happening in the future. Because it's like, the good news is that you don't have to make a decision about this because the decision's been made for you. You know what I mean? Position of authority. There's that boss energy again. Perhaps this is regarding a promotion or starting your own business, like I said, all right? Entrepreneur energy here. Definitely something to do with authority, or this could be an issue that has happened with your boss, okay? Okay, we have a dark man, so dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair, okay, might be involved here. This could be your boss, all right, or somebody else that's involved in this situation. The rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Oh, I hope this is not your boss, all right, but somebody, yeah, it's like authority. Somebody's abusing their authority here or has abused their authority, or there's some sort of, just be careful, all right? I'm not feeling like that's a strong energy. I don't feel like that applies to all of you, okay? And interestingly enough, I know this card says rooster. I know this will probably just be for one person, but I'm actually seeing red rooster, like Red Rooster, the franchise or something like that. So I feel like that is very relevant to somebody who's watching. If that is you, please contact me because I love to get validation on those things, but there's actually a red rooster connection, okay, for somebody watching. Okay, recognition and reward for merit. Okay, this is interesting. So you might actually be like being celebrated. You're leaving your current role, like you've done a good job, all right, and you're treating yourself. You're celebrating. Or you might be just celebrating yourself because you deserve it. Okay? Or other people might be coming together celebrating you and this new venture that you might be coming out of, because now your options are open, right? You are the master of your own destiny here, pile number 4. So the elephant, a long journey with either physical or mental... start again. Blah, blah, blah. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Yes, you've gained wisdom. You are the wise sage in this situation. You have learned your lessons. You have clarity and truth, and you're going forth very strong. This is like... I'm ready for the next challenge. I'm empowered to do whatever's next. It's not like there's no pain, sadness, hurt here. It's really interesting. It's like you've got all these outside influences, but nothing's phasing you. This is great energy, pile number 4. Although there's like issues and problems and accusations and challenges in regards to money, you're just like, well, I now am free to do whatever I want. The ink pot, problems to be resolved. Yeah. So there is some resolution that needs to come in here. And then the caterpillar, things will not always be this way. A change is coming. So when I see the caterpillar, I think of all the legs, right? And just putting one foot in front of the other and just plodding along until the next great opportunity comes along. But it's almost like this was a reading of like celebrating your new sense of freedom and opportunity to do whatever it is that you want to do. If you want to start a business, if you want to, create dual streams of income here. This was a great reading, but it also had its fair share of confusing elements here. I hope this makes sense for you. Let me know if it resonates, and have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.